and gentlemen, and welcome back to Building a Nation with Team Canada. And speaking of building, we are building up to one of the big events on the calendar, building up to the Olympic Games in 2020. And of course, we are in our own competition to qualify for the Olympic Games, and our road has just been made a little smoother thanks to the USA Under-23s beating Mexico 2-1 earlier this week. So that's an outstanding result for us. We've already beaten USA once. Now, I'm not going to pretend it was an easy game. It was very tough. It was, touch and go. Either team could have won that game, but we did win, so we don't have to face Mexico. That's always huge in one of these North American competitions. Now, it's bad if you want to test yourself against Mexico, but it's good if you want to win the competition. So today we just have to steamroll an understrength Guatemalan team and then face USA in the finals for a chance to go to the Olympics. That is one of my goals for this series, is to make it to the Olympics. I don't think I've ever played in an Olympic Games. Possibly. But I don't recall if I did. So it wasn't as glorious as it will be this time when we qualify for the 2020 Olympics. So let's get right to it. Let's get to the match preview. Get out of here with this stuff. So here we are. 5-4 favorites over Guatemala. I think that's pretty big. I don't know. 101 tickets have been sold. It's just been less every time. People are just leaving the island. So maybe we shouldn't hold the games here anymore. Again, I don't think it paid off for Trinidad and Tobago, unless they got a lot of stipends from soccer federations and from the Olympics. If that made it profitable for Trinidad and Tobago, fine. Let's hold it there. It doesn't care. I don't matter. I don't care. But if they spent a bunch of money to hold this event and nobody showed up, that would be awful for that nation. So that's those nations. Let's do something about that. Soccer federations, kick in some cash, make it worth Trinidad Tobago's worth their while. Anyway, it's going to be 89 and breezy today at Larry Gomes Stadium. 10,000 capacity, average condition, so it's kind of a worse stadium. Good field condition, so the grass is getting a little beat up there. Yikes. So stadium conditions getting worse. Fans are getting fewer. I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully they have some kind of Olympic stadium where we can hold the finals in. Something. I don't know. But, yeah, let's go. We should beat Guatemala. Look at their team. We looked at them previously. They've got 2 real players on their whole roster. Alan Yanis from New York Red Bull 2, 22-year-old left back. He's okay, but he's not going to beat us all by himself. Jose Galvez, 20-year-old, contracted to Godoy Cruz. Defensive midfielder. Again, he's just sort of an okay dude. Not really somebody to fear. And then they got a bunch of scrubs. So we should be fine. Team selection. So I'm wondering, do we play our full lineup against them or not? I mean, not that it matters that much, because we won't be incredibly tired. We'll take out the tired guys and put in some other guys, because we can beat them with just about anybody. I was going to get wacky, put in a bunch of different people, but maybe let's not do that. All right, so they're going with the 4-1-2-3. Scrubs everywhere. We've got Pantami in goal, Ahmed, Boskovic, Dunn, Stakic, Frazier, Daniels, Brim, Chonier, Faria, and Blair up top. So, let's go. Let's get it done. This is just the icing on the cake. No, that's not what I meant to say. What is this? Get out of there. We don't need to tightly mark their defensive midfielder. Yeah. Everybody else is fine. Okay, kickoff. Let's go. In front of 100 fans. Look at that. Just emptiness of the stadium. That is terrible. I mean, I know that these Olympic qualifying, I've seen them on television before, and they don't get much fans. But this is 100 fans is a bit ridiculous. I'm pretty sure Team Canada themselves would bring 100 people. At least. I'm sure they'd bring 1,000 people. Well, I can't be sure of that. But more than 100, I would bet. Let's see. I think we need to make Blair a target man. That would be better. So we are in the reds. Of course, Guatemala in the whites with the fancy blue sash. And they're getting an attack. Lopez moving up. Miranda. Frazier again. Frazier is so good at coming back and winning those. Here's Brim now. Filled to the brim. Past one man. Not a great pass forward. Not a lot of authority on that pass. He just sort of saw Blair out of the corner of his eye. There's Frazier again with a rough tackle. He doesn't get carded, thankfully. Got all ball. Faria now. I mean, it's so quiet because there's no fans. Tries to get it to Blair, but Brim on the backside using that pace. He manages to win it. Sends it to Frazier. Heads it in. There we go. I knew if we could just get a shot on goal, it would probably go in. There we go. Missed Blair on the cross, but Brim with that speed manages to recover. And then Frazier coming up from the Segundo Volante position. That's what we want. We want him to trail the play. Proceed with tactical changes, yes. I mean, Blair still has 15 pace, so that's for a guy that big to be that fast is pretty amazing. Daniels gets murdered, but Stakic is able to recover. 8 minutes in, we get another highlight. Frazier, Chonier getting double covered. They don't want Chonier to take a shot because it'll probably go in. Faria, there's Stakic on the overlap. Sends it across. There's Chonier. Can't turn, but he gets it to Frazier, who's wide open, and Frazier gets his second. All right, so, we can calm down a little bit. We should cruise to our next round. Should cruise to the finals. It's going to be Canada versus USA. That is the big matchup. So far, we seem to be overtaking the U.S. Have we lost to them yet in a competition? We drew them in a friendly. I know we've lost to Mexico twice. Here's Blair now on the run, getting forward. Looking around. The big man chips it in. Nobody there, but Brim gathers it in. Back to Blair, back to Daniels. Daniels with the goal. Yeah, this is how it's going to be. 3 goals in 10 minutes. Don't have to worry about goal differential now. I think we can just sort of, we can dial it back at 3-0 in the first 10 minutes of the game. Daniels. Okay, we don't need to see that again. Team instructions. Standard. Time waste. Let's go. Blair out wide. Great pass out to Stakic. Is he going to return the favor? He does. Gets it to Blair. Blair drops it to... Yeah, there's... Oh! Guevara with a great stop on Chonier of all people. With his 15 long shooting. Going to get a corner out of it, though. Daniels, back post. Okay, Guatemala manages to keep us out of the goal. Blair again. They're using the target man. Chonier tries a shot. They just can't deal with Brim's speed out there on the left side. He gets to every ball. Chonier out wide to Stakic. They also can't deal with Stakic on the overlap. Chonier with the shot. He scores. That's what we're looking for. Chonier. I think that's how you pronounce it. You pronounce it with like a schwa sound, but that sounds weird to my anglo-sized ears. Stakic, yep. Chonier, boom. All right. Enough of that. 4-0, 17 minutes. This is going to get out of hand. Imagine if Mexico had drawn these guys. It'd be like 10-0. It might still be 10-0, but we would look at that and we would feel bad for Guatemala. I might still feel bad for them, but for right now, we're just having fun. These are our reserves. Brim. Backside to Ferreira. Chonier. Goal. 5. Yikes. I mean, what do we do at this point? We've already dropped back. We just can't stop scoring. We just can't stop scoring in front of these 100 people who are cheering. You can hear them kind of in the background. I like how they lower the volume for the fans. Could we just turn up the volume in the game and turn it up to like 200%? Maybe we could hear these guys. Uh-oh, they've gone more attacking. I mean, at this point, why not, right? There's Guevara. Pascovic. Guatemala trying to get one, but there's Frazier again. He's just blunting every one of their attacks in the midfield. This is what it must feel like to be Mexico, where you just have the best midfielders in the region, and you can just crush everybody up the middle. Daniels looking for Blair. He's just going to take it. "16 shots, 8 on target, 5 goals. That's pretty good efficiency, I think. Only 6 shots off target, so means they've saved 2. No, they saved 3 now because we've got 17 shots. Saved or deflected, I guess. Daniels curves one in. Nope, just wide. So I'm feeling very happy about our under-23s. Obviously, we're cruising to the finals right now, so we could have a little, inflated self-esteem at the moment. But I said from the beginning I felt pretty good about this under-23s team. And, it's been kind of backed up in this tournament. I'd love to make it to the Olympics. I think we will bring in a backup keeper. And is there anybody out here we can't live without? I don't know. Daniels. I'd like to take Daniels and Frazier out, but we don't really have anybody to go in for them other than Norman. I need to save him. We got Shamit Shom. I guess we should send in Shamit Shom for Daniels. There we go. All right. Pep talk. I mean, what can you say? Very pleased. Let's go. That's about it. Just do the same thing. 12-0. 10-0. I don't think we'll get that far. I think we've dialed it back far enough. We could do some other stuff, such as, regroup, hold shape. Just, try not to completely destroy them. 5-0 is still a pretty bad destruction. There's just no point, really, in doing that. In, trying to beat them 10-0. We've already got the record, which is 6 goals in a game. Could try to beat that record, but these are youngsters. You got to teach them a little bit of, a little bit of sportsmanship. Ahmed's looking exhausted. Oh, yeah, 64%. So we'll bring in Basong. Okay. At the 60-minute mark, that's pretty good. Cavera boots one downfield. Frazier again, just being a beast. Brim again. Gets it forward to Blair. Blair looking. Shamit Shom steps up off the crossbar. I think I even heard that one hit the woodwork. Punk. I don't think I've ever heard that sound effect before. Maybe I imagined it. But I think I heard it. I believe I heard it. Their ratings are awful. Galvez playing horrifically in the defensive midfielder role. Do we have any? Basong's not playing too good off the bench. St. Clair in at goal. Oh, jeez, look at this. 33 shots to 1. 11 on target to 0. So it really doesn't even matter who we have at goal, I guess. We could have nobody in goal and we'd still be winning. We'd be winning 5-1 if we had nobody in goal. Because they got 1 on target finally. So that means St. Clair did make a save. Good job. I mean, what do I have to say? You just got to look at this guy. He's got holes. He's got serious holes in his game. 1 eccentricity, 1 first touch is dangerous, I think. 5 passing is terrible. I don't know. Basong with a throw in. Brim again. Shamit Shom wide open. He's going to get to the spot. He does not shoot it, though. He drops it off to Blair, who's triple covered. I mean, they're just standing around him like he's a telephone pole. Baskovich. I don't know why you'd stand around a telephone pole, but that's just what came to mind. Brim centers to Chonier. Okay, try again. Brim out wide to nobody. Now we're just messing around. What was that highlight? 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute of stoppage time. Mercifully, just 1 minute. So there we go. 5-0. We didn't pour it on. Chonier with the player of the match. 2 goals and an assist. 9.5 rating. His best game ever, probably. He is what he is. He's sort of, mentally and technically strong. So this kind of game he might be able to dominate. When everybody else around him is physically better than the other team, he can sort of sit back and orchestrate. We'll see. All right. Dressing room. Pep talk. Very good. No, very pleased. I don't like that don't let it go to your head stuff. We want it to go to our heads. We need confidence. All right. So there we go. We win the semifinal. North American qualifying final. USA, Canada. When? Where? Who knows? Not going to tell you until the day. There it is. October 15th. So that's 3 days from now. Play back at Manny Ramjohn Stadium. So that's, good condition, good field condition. So during the course of the tournament, the surface has taken a beating because it started off as very good. You can see now it's dropped. So all these teams playing on one surface for the most part, it's not been good. USA, 29th in the world still. Canada, let's take a look. I mean, is there any way to see where our under 23s are rated? Because I think if we just went to our home screen, nation, yeah, still says we're 68th. which is, we gained 2 points, so that's good. But I don't know if we can look at under 23 ratings. Don't know how you do that. Let's see if USA is 29th here. They are 29th here, so that's what that rating was. It wasn't their under 23 rating, it was just their regular rating. They've basically stayed still since whenever. But we've moved up significantly. You know, getting closer to the top 50. Canada, 68th. Let's see, who are we ahead of now? We're now ahead of Curacao. We're ahead of El Salvador, ahead of Panama, ahead of Trinidad. You know, so there's not many North American teams ahead of us anymore. Honduras is our next target. You know, that will get us into the top there. Then Costa Rica, then Jamaica. Jamaica's still 42nd. I guess they did beat us once, so fair's fair. But yeah, we're moving up. We're moving up in the world, literally and figuratively. So let's go. Are we doing it literally? I don't. Yeah. Anyway, Canada under 23s meet expectations with dominant win. Yep. All right, let's just get to that game in the next episode. We got a Nations League game in between now and then versus Mexico. So another big game coming up next time. So until then, we'll see you later.